Well. Big up to West Ham and their game plan. Big up to Nuno, because he had an idea on how to put his team together, shape up, structure, and deal with Manchester United. But I can't help but say, the actors of the Theatre of Dreams were at it once again. And Michael Carrick was in the front row, and he saw for himself what these players are capable of, you know? But we know, as Manchester United fans, who they are and what they are capable of. They can't fool us because they didn't show up for that game. No, they didn't. Not even for a second. Well, it seemed like it was so hard to break down the low blocks. But when you see Bruno in that sort of body language, Ahmed not even able to get across a man, Cunha a little bit nonchalant, Shaw obviously just forgot how to play football. Even Leacher didn't go for the man. Then you know something is up. This man smashed Man City, put Arsenal to the sword. They broke Fulham hearts. And then they poured more shit on Thomas Frank and Tottenham. And then all of a sudden, Nuno Espirito Santo shows up with West Ham and they're filled with the Holy Spirit, right? And decide to turn the lights off. No, they're not fooling us. So, I think Carrick and his coaching staff have learned quite a lot from that West Ham match. And I know they're not gonna be fooled by these players either. My goodness. I mean, I even feel sorry for that lad. What's his name? The United Strand. I mean, dude can't even get a haircut because of this mother. I'm not even gonna say it out loud. But yeah, something very strange, but not surprising about that game. Now, you can say, how does Carrick and his coaching staff go about this? Because it almost kind of seemed like some of these players became nonchalant or arrogant because now they're sure of a place in the starting 11. Because maybe Carrick can, mix things around, get these players waking up that, okay, you're going to have to fight for a place. I mean, it won't be a bad idea to see Mazraoui on the right back every once in a while. Maybe Malacia could put in a shift at left back. I mean, with the game plan West Ham had, maybe you'd say Maguire struggled slightly, maybe even Louis Licha. But when Lenny Euro came on, you could tell he was up for it. Like, he's been a bencher for a while, right? So he's hungry, Maybe it wouldn't be so much of a bad idea pairing him up with Heaven a couple of times. Maybe, okay, Euro could do well with Leacher. But I can tell you that if Euro didn't come on for that game, maybe, just maybe, Sesko's goal wouldn't have been enough. And Senny Lams, my goodness, we have a goalkeeper, don't we? Big up to Sesko. Once again off the bench, he gets his goal. Brandon Bromo just wings it. And then, that touch. What a wonderful finish. Save the game, because that's pretty much the only positive that we can take from the game. That we did not lose. It was a horrifying game to watch because it was there for the taking, four in a row, and then you could just make it five in a row with a team that is struggling at the bottom of the table. No, no, no. These players have got to wake up. They've got to wake up. I mean, I'm not for uh, benching players and uh, making them feel like they have to fight for a place, but Michael Carrick has got to make some kind of strange but wise decisions, man. Because these players are gonna continue, like giving us this, bittersweet, symphony. Like we've had enough of that bittersweet symphony. We just want consistency. So it's gonna be almost 2 weeks before we get another game. Well, against Everton. So, uh, we'll just wait and see. We just wait and see. It was nice to see Zexi come on as well. That header just glanced against the left upright. I mean, he hit it well. Maybe it was just above his directory. Ah, Casemiro. I don't know. Bruno. What was he doing? Like, where did the game plan go? Where did all that we saw in the last few weeks? Where did all that go? And if you notice, um, I could tell that Bruno was not so much into the game, or he couldn't care less. Because if you don't see Bruno complaining, um, shouting at the referee, shouting at his teammates, then you know something is up. He's not up for it on that day. And he was not up for it uh, against West Ham. No, 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 he wasn't. He wasn't. Maybe Casemiro wasn't as well. Man, it was a little bit, oh gosh, it was too lethargic. No, no. There was no urgency. There was no, they couldn't move the ball fast enough. It's the same low block that we faced maybe a little bit against Tottenham. So what? And I couldn't understand why you bring Sesko and Xerxes on, and it's time to put in the crosses. Why were they taking so long to put in the crosses? It was so nice to see, though. It was so nice, I'll say, to be reminded, and so quickly, that we shouldn't get carried away. Oh, Carrick's brought back the good vibes, yeah, yeah. But this plays, oh, no, they deserve Oscars, all of them. And the Oscar goes to the Manchester United players. Wow. Wow. Well, the positive is that we got a point from the game, and we would take it. We would take it any day. I mean, if someone told me, for example, out of the fixtures that we've had, if we were even gonna have like 10 points out of 15, whoa, I would have taken it. Any of the fans would have taken it for sure. No chance. And it's a real big positive, I would say. So, player ratings. I mean, everybody gets like an average 5, except Sesko gets like a 6.5. Euro gets a 7, I would say. There's no chance he doesn't get a 7, because those tackles he made at the end, fantastic. In fact, he's my man of the match. Yoro, 20 minutes, and he just locked the game down. Maybe it could have been Sesko because he got a point. But my man of the match is Yoro. Thank you, Yoro. So, up to the next game. It is what it is, and we'll take it. Manchester United.